Hello guys, welcome to my new channel, Gage's Astronomy and Astrophotography. So this is my first video, and as you guys can see already, I am actually starting to edit my videos and clips. I'm just doing very basic things. Yes, it's very cloudy as you can see, but looks like the weather is clearing up as you can see. And basically I'm just going to be kind of just taking shots. Pause, that sounded bad. Taking like shots, like video clips of me setting up my rig over here that I have. And yeah, this is what I have so far. And just kind of just show me a video of me setting up some things, and yeah, so should be fun. See you then. Alrighty guys, hopefully you enjoyed watching me get set up. Now I just wait for nightfall. So tonight it's like a lot of horns and stuff because there's like a little parade going on where I'm at right now. But yeah, like I said, as you can see, it is clearing up quite a bit. I don't want to jinx it, of course. Yeah, so I'm going to be photographing the Dumbbell Nebula tonight. So it's going to be off in this direction. My telescope, I used this white wall to get collimated. Everything's ready to go. See that wasp right there? That is one of the reasons right there why I am ready for fall and winter. Right there. I hate those little buggers. Alright, but yeah, like these are Bortle 4 skies, and I'm going to be trying to get 3 hours, if my DSLR can go that long, and just leave it overnight. 3 hours of time on the Dumbbell Nebula tonight. Dumbbell Nebula is a little over 1,300 light years away, so the light that you are seeing in these pictures after processing and everything, this light is over 1,300 years old. It's around 1,307 years old. I forget exactly, but I know it's roughly in that range. It's definitely one of my favorite nebulae out there. It's known as Messier 27. And yeah, so I'm going to try and capture it over 2 nights because I'm using a DSLR, so its battery supply is very limited. You know, it lasts about 2 hours and 45 minutes with recording and stuff. But I won't be using live view a whole lot, so I can conserve battery like that and hopefully have about 3 or 4 hours. And if I can capture the Dumbbell Nebula over the course of 2 nights, then I can get a lot of detail out of that. And you might be wondering, if you're an astronomy nerd like me, why aren't you photographing the Veil Nebula tonight? It's way cooler. Well, I don't have a coma corrector yet. I'm only 18 years old working a part-time job. So you know, I'm saving up for college, you know, because I was a screw up in high school. Couldn't get any scholarships, so yeah, I'm saving up for the paracord. I actually have enough money right now, but aside from that, you know, I'm trying to save up. I'm looking at getting the paracord type 2 coma corrector, 2-inch coma corrector from Teleview. I want to get the best of the best for that. I want to get the best quality. Quality goes over quantity, for me at least. So yeah, that's what I got going on, and next time I see you guys, it'll probably be nighttime or dang near it. Actually, it'll be me getting polar aligned and everything. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the music that I put in there as well. And I'm just new to editing, so I'm sorry if it's a little bit weird, but yeah, see you guys then. I am polar aligned, everything is good. Now it's time to rotate my telescope back to the home position since I'm polar aligned. I'm just putting my cap back on my telescope. And I'll see you then whenever I get on the Dumbbell Nebula. Alrighty guys, so now I'm on my setup as I am polar aligned with my telescope on Polaris. And now what I'm going to do though now is I'm going to go to alignment, and then for the most accurate alignment I'm going to do 3-star alignment. Now, choosing Arcturus as the first star. Arcturus is up there, as you can see. I'm going to choose Vega, which is up there. And now the telescope should slew to Vega. And basically I'm going to turn on my camera from there and just see if everything's working right. Alrighty, now I have Vega. It wasn't as off as I thought it would be. Alrighty, now my next star, if I just choose one, my next star is going to be Deneb. Now we'll now slew over to Deneb, which is over there in the constellation of Cygnus, which is actually the same constellation as the Dumbbell Nebula. Now I just need to, and it is almost dead center, so that is awesome. So meaning that my polar alignment was really good once I actually got everything right. Alright, and now on my last star will be Arcturus, which my telescope will now align to Arcturus. And then once my alignment is done, then I am ready to proceed to viewing targets such as the Dumbbell Nebula, giving me accurate tracking. Now hopefully my DSLR lasts at least 3 hours, as it's fully charged, as I can get it. Okay, that was a little bit off alignment, but I see Arcturus right there. Now from this point on, my alignment is pretty rough, so I'm going to go ahead and go with that. And now the controller says alignment successful. I'm going to do one more alignment, just one more 1-star. I'm just going to do 1-star alignment for this, just to get back over to Vega, just to see how good the accuracy is. So now my telescope will now slew its way over to Vega. And be right back whenever it's done. Alright, so a little more than halfway through its guidance. I definitely do need to get a guide scope, but I am on a budget right now. Oh, it's back off again. Oh, it's really far off this time. I still don't know what I'm doing completely wrong. But I am just going off of, I mean, I think it honestly just depends on, like, what stars you're aligning. Like, if I'm accurate for the alignment over there, then I should be fine. Okay, there's Vega on the LCD screen of my camera. So now my guidance should be good. So now it'll tell me alignment successful. Now that my setting up is done, now I'm going to go back out of setup, and then now I am ready for my object list. And since I'm going to be searching for M27, which is a Messier object, the Dumbbell Nebula, I am going to type in on the Messier 27, because that's the Messier number. And now it's going to ask me if I want to slew to that area. So view object, yes, I want to view that object, and now it's going to slew as close to where the Dumbbell Nebula is as possible. And then now, if I just take a quick exposure, now it should be tracking it. I can make small adjustments from here. If I take an 8-second exposure, I've actually never seen the Dumbbell Nebula before on astrophotography on my own telescope, so expect for me to be a bit surprised. Oh my goodness, there it is. That's the Dumbbell Nebula. Oh my goodness. Oh my, I act a bit childish whenever it comes to this kind of stuff because I get really excited. So bear with me here, but if I take another 8-second exposure, you'll be able to see it. And my exposures are going to be about 60 seconds each, making them a minute each. There, you see that little faint spot right there? That is the Dumbbell Nebula. And I'm just trying to get it as centered as possible. I'm going to turn the exposure down to 5 seconds just so it's a bit quicker. Oh yeah, and also change my ISO setting to, I could probably get away with 60. I could probably get away with a pretty high ISO, but I'm not going to chance the noise. Okay, just a bit lower. I'll be right back. So this is kind of bright right now. So I've done the math right. So if I'm going to want to take 3 hours worth of exposure time, I'm going to have to take around 180 images. Whew, man, them fireworks. But I'm going to have to take around 180 1-minute exposures. I could get away with longer, but the longer the exposure time, the more you risk your images being screwed up by planes, trails, stuff like that in the sky. So I'm actually going to take a little bit extra. I'm going to take 200 just in case if I get a couple bad ones. So I have 200 set, and I'm going to be taking 5 seconds each at 1-minute exposure at 2-second interval time. So now my intervalometer is set up, and then now all I need to do now is get the table set up. And now I just wait for nightfall. Alrighty, so I'm actually taking 80 2-minute exposures just in case. Oh, wrong camera angle. Just, you know, I'll get some bad images because it's bound to happen. Hope these fireworks don't brighten up the sky so my image doesn't get messed up, but that's why I'm taking multiple ones. And yeah. Alright guys, so I'm back outside, and I actually was like really amazed at like what I got out of that one exposure. It was awesome. But however, the clouds are wanting to start to take over, but it's like little wisps of clouds. It's not like permanently because the hurricane that's going on right now, but they're not permanent, they're just temporary. And where my telescope is aimed at right now, I think it's in the clouds, which is good. Not yet, but I'm taking 2 exposures each, which has just started, as you can see. So this is why I took extra exposures, just in case, you know, like, you know, clouds wanted to mess up the view, which they gladly did. But most of those clouds are going around me, which is good. They're going to the horizon. But yeah, like as you can see the whole constellation of the Big Dipper. Most of those clouds over there, they're staying over there. But I don't know, it's just like a little wisp coming through right now. But clouds, they could care less about you or what you're doing. They're just there to ruin your view. Which I think this might actually be able to finish before that cloud, before that little wisp hits. But luckily they're pretty much transparent clouds. They're not like, but I mean, they can still mess up your images quite badly. So I'll be back whenever this is done. Okay, so unfortunately that cloud just wanted to pass like right in front of it, right just about them. Like, here's what I have so far. See that image right there? That was the Dumbbell Nebula. And I am just like, I was so blown away by the first one. But yeah, a couple of these images are gonna have to go in the trash. But most of them I can actually keep, but a couple of them are gonna have to go in the trash. So right now, so I start out with 80 images, I have 55 to go. So that would mean 70, 60, that'd be 20. So I have 25 images down. Luckily I'm back. So that cloud, I think, has already done the deed of ruining my view. Alright, so unfortunately it clouded up, so my rig and everything is still outside. Ooh, spider. But yeah, as I was saying, my rig is outside still, so hopefully tomorrow night will be better, and I can just combine those exposures and everything else. I'm still trying to learn how to stack calibration frames from different nights. But, yeah. So bear with me. I got about an hour and 20 minutes worth of data tonight. That's this night done, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alrighty. Sorry about the door creaking, I just got out here. So, good morning, guys. It's the next day, so I have my telescope, as you can see out there. I'm going to be taking my flat frames, but unfortunately, somebody, definitely not me, okay, jokes aside, left the camera on. So, I'm currently charging the battery up just a little bit so I can get my flat frames taken. I just need to find a white t-shirt that, goes on my telescope while it's already pointing at a blue part of the sky and take my flat frames. And hopefully tonight are clear skies unlike yesterday night. And I didn't get the best data yesterday, but it was a little bit of something, so I guess I still got about an hour's worth. Oh good, I'm not a morning person. I rather wake up early in the morning than late, so. But anyways, yeah, that's that. Oh, where's the kitty cat? As I was saying, yeah, just gonna be checking some flat frames, and later on, I'm gonna shoot for a second night, and hopefully I can get like 2 to 3 hours, so I can get 4 or 5 hours of integration time. So, yeah, clear skies. So, unfortunately, I'm just not gonna use that first night of images because it wasn't too good. Due to focusing kind of issues, and the intervalometer was only 2 seconds of interval in between shots, so some of them were blurry and just clouds overall, so I'm just not going to use that stack. However, I'm still going to stack the images and process the first set of images. However, it's probably not going to be the best, but I mean, I still put time into that, my flat frames just now, so I'm still going to use them in their own kind of set, if you know what I mean. So and what I mean by that actually is basically just stack them together and just have 2 like individual files instead of using both nights, and just see what I got from yesterday night with the best images I have. But yeah, without further ado, next time you see me, it will probably be sunset, because I'm just going to be collimating, doing stuff like that. Then I'll show you guys. I'm prolar aligned, I'll probably be back and park the scope again and everything. So yeah, I mean, you guys should see the title, the subtitle saying what I'm doing next. And yeah, so see you guys then. Okay, so I came back because I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to image tonight, because it's about 5 o'clock right now here, and clouds are moving in from the hurricane that's been going on. Yeah, it's just all clouds in the distance, if you could see really good. Yeah, so I did lie about coming back, when it was sunset, but, unfortunately I'm gonna have to probably cut the video short. So yeah, if I'm doing anything later on, I mean, the next cut will be me outside getting set up, or some good news or something, but if not, then, yeah, then I'll just come back and just basically give an outro, I guess. But I hope everybody that's in the hurricane right now in Texas, I've heard that, I forgot what the name of the hurricane was, but I really hope everybody in that hurricane is staying safe and staying indoors, and I hope everybody is doing okay. And I know nobody can't be doing okay over there, I mean, but what I mean by that is just I hope everybody is staying safe, not getting hurt, not going out, being stupid, just staying indoors. Just stay indoors and be safe and stay out of that. Like, please don't get yourself killed or majorly or even injured in any way. Just stay indoors, and I've said that a lot, but just stay indoors and be safe. I hope this hurricane gets out as soon as it can. And I'm not saying that because of my clear skies. I genuinely also care about the people over there, and I just hope the hurricane goes away here really soon, so everybody's safe again, nobody else is getting hurt or losing their lives for that matter. And I just really hope it goes away for mainly that reason. And the secondary reason is just clear skies. But I mean, aside from that, I hope everybody stays safe. Like I said, I'll come back with an update, and I'll update you guys. And yeah, I'll just update you guys whenever it clears up. So yeah. Hello guys, so I'm back, and unfortunately I had to end the night here. I have my telescope and everything next to me due to the fact that clouds had to start moving in. Clouds had to start moving in at the worst time ever. They had to move in. I was actually planning on photographing the Eagle Nebula all in one video, however that would have been a little bit awkward. I did manage to get a couple shots of the Veil Nebula though as well, so I'll probably just show those off, but my main image that I have is the Dumbbell Nebula, and I am very excited to show this one off. Which the Dumbbell Nebula is actually around 1,300 light years away and around 10,000 years old. Alrighty, so it's been a couple days since I've actually photographed all of that, and I didn't take any dark frames, and I think I actually grabbed my bias frames, because the reasoning being is just because it got cloudy and some of my images were cloudy. The data wasn't the best, but hey, I did get me a coma corrector finally, the Paracore Type 2, which is probably the best known one. Like I said earlier in the video, quality goes over quantity in my opinion. So gotta get the best of the best stuff. But sometimes that's not always the case. Gotta start out. Oh my goodness. But yeah, this data was a couple days ago. Just to let you guys know. But yeah, unfortunately, I gotta upgrade really slow. I don't have a guide scope yet and all this other stuff, because I'm only 18 years old, working a part-time job, and I'm about to go to college. And me being a screw-up in high school, I know this is an astronomy channel. I should be really more professional, I know. But I didn't do good in high school, so I couldn't really get any scholarships to go to college, so I'm gonna have to pay for that. So yeah, unfortunately, that's how that's working out. I just don't see how some of these 14, 15-year-olds are able to, I guess their parents just have the money. I don't know. I started getting into DSO astrophotography when I was 15. I started doing planetary when I was 14, just with the equipment that I had and stuff that my parents could afford. Or no, I really just spent the money off of what I got for my birthday and stuff. I hated my parents buying stuff for me, but I mean, I'm not putting others down by any means. I'm not trying to, if that's what you guys were thinking. I'm just jealous. I'm just jealous for some of these kids now, honestly. But aside from that, aside from jealousy and all of that and stuff, But yeah, I have the Dumbbell Nebula. It's consisted of about 42 minutes worth of data before, some of the clouds were even already in the images. So, like I said, there wasn't really any point in putting in a bunch of data and stuff for darks and stuff, for dark frames and bias frames. So, yeah, I forgot the bias frames anyway. So, hopefully you guys enjoy a little slideshow and the music, and gauges out.